Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to display a color picker using the NSColorWell widget from AppKit in Flutter macOS application. So let's get started. So first I'll quickly show you guys the output. So here is the color picker. So there are different styles of it. So currently if you see, I'm using the default style and this is the color picker. If I click on it, here you can see it displays all the colors for us, so you can select whatever color you feel like. Here you can see in the logs, as soon as I'm picking a color, it is sending the log to me. Now there are two ways to send log and you should use both the ways. So one using notification center and one using this change property. I'll come back to the code later on, but yeah, just giving you a heads up because for this particular style here you can see the logs are getting called multiple times, and once I dismiss this, here you can see the did change didn't get called like this notification center. So it's better you used both of them. So here I will just select something other, and if I close it, here you can the notification did close. This notification center, the thing did get called. Now I will change the style to something different. Also I'm this logs are from the Flutter side, so I'm sending the value to Flutter side. It's just that given that the app is run from Xcode, I'm not seeing these logs on terminal. I'm not using the Flutter run command, but if you want, you can run the you can use the Flutter run command as well, and you will get all these logs inside your terminal. So here I have just changed the style. So here you can see I'm get this color picker option as well. If I click on this drop down, I get something like this, but if I click on this color picker, I get something like this. So it's up to you. There is one more style, I think expanded I have shown you, default I have shown you. I think one is minimal, so I'll just show you that as well. And I'm converting this color to hexadecimal, but you can get color in this format as well. So it's up to you how you want to display that particular color. So yeah, so here you can see in minimum we get this drop down, and I can just select this drop down, show colors. I can again get this. So yeah, let's see how to do this. So here, as you can see, I have created a Flutter project and I have just refactored this home page widget inside our main.dart file. Now this is a stateful widget. I have created one safe area size box, change the width and height to whatever you feel like, and here we are created one custom macOS widget. So for that I have created this particular file. I have created one identifier as well, and it is a stateful widget. I have created this method channel because we want to receive some data continuously from a native macOS side as soon as the color is changed. That's why we have to create a method channel. We can't use event emitter for a view. Then here if it is macOS, then only I display an AppKit view, and again make use of the same identifier on macOS side as well. And here we pass this on platform view created, so we just call this set method call handler, and here this string we will use, like this is kind of like a key to send value from macOS side to Flutter side, and once I get the value, I'm just printing it to the console, but you can do whatever you feel like. Okay, now you will have to open the XE workspace of macOS inside Xcode. I have already done that. First thing is, make sure you update it to macOS 13, the deployment target over here, as well as you will have to go over here and update the deployment target over here. Then just go to main Flutter window, and here you will have to first register your view. Again, this is boilerplate code which we have to write every time we want to embed a macOS view inside our Flutter application. Only thing is, this should be your identifier which you have used it on Flutter side, and this is the Swift file which I have created. So just create a Swift file called my macOS view native view factory, as you can see over here. Once you create this file, you will have to import Flutter macOS and Cocoa. Now this entire thing which you see, ignore this two part, but this entire thing which you see up till here is boilerplate code which we have to write every time we want to embed a macOS view inside our Flutter application. Then I have just created this NS view as well as this NSColorWell, and here we are registering our Flutter method channel. So I'm using the same thing which we have used it on Flutter side, so this one. Okay, next also this identifier is the same which we have used it over here. coming back over here, so here we just set some style, set the default color, add it to our parent view, set some NS layout constraints to it, add some target action as well, and here we do notification center add observer, so that once the panel is dismissed we get the color from that as well. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So I have added both things. So here once the color panel is closed, again this is not called every time because we don't see the color panel every time, it depends on the style of alert you are using. So once we get the color, I just change it to hex color and I send it back to Flutter side. So I'm using the same key which we have defined it on the Flutter side for getting data, and this gets called every time you change any color inside your color picker. So again I'm changing, say like converting this particular color to hexadecimal string and sending it back to Flutter side. And here you can see this is the boilerplate method which I have written to convert an NS color to an hexadecimal string. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.